How you guys doing today? My name is Brad. I'm with Recreation USA, and I'm going to be doing your walkthrough with you. Up front here, we got your main jack. Up is up, down is down. And this jack here is where you're going to do your front to back leveling. And then when you get level on front to back, then you just drop your stabilizers, which are over here and over here. Alright, if this jack motor ever gives out on you, you got a little spot in here where you can still bring the jack up if you ever just trying to leave somewhere. Come up here, sir. Right here is going to be your regulator. If the little arrow right here is facing this tank, it's pulling off of this tank. You spin it around to this side, it's pulling off of this tank. And right now it's showing green, so that means it's got gas in it. Whenever it turns red, it means the tank's empty, just to switch it over. Got a brand new battery on it right here. And this is going to be your battery disconnect. Pretty much the only time you turn that off is whenever you're storing it. Just to say it just saves battery life. This right here is your storage compartment. And it goes all the way through to the other side. Got your cable and satellite connection here. Whichever, when you get to the campground, whichever one you choose to plug up to, just plug it in there. Your power cord comes with the unit, and it's about 25 to 30 foot long. You got your city water connection when you get to the campground. This is where you're going to hook up for city water. And right here you got an outdoor shower. Wash the dog or wash your feet off or something. Right down here we got your low point drains. The red and blue hoses are going to be the low point drains for the hot and cold side. Right here is going to be your sewer outlet. The gray, that's just going to be for the gray tank, and the black handle is for the black tank. The black tank does the commodes, and the gray tank does the sinks and the showers. Whenever you go to dump this, always do the black tank first. That way, whenever you do your gray tank, it'll help wash the hose out for you. And then you got the galley tank back here, which is only for the kitchen sink, or the outdoor shower, or the outdoor kitchen sink. Come on out back here, up top, we're pre-wired for a backup camera if you wish to get a backup camera. It's just a plug-and-play system. Be your outdoor kitchen. Get the grill out, just push these two blue tabs down and then pull out on. So your hose here will be your gas line. Connects over here on the back side of the grill. Just like that. And the valve is off in this position, and just turn it on like this. And you just run this down through here like this. And right up under here. So to fire the grill up, just push in and turn. Just fired up then. You got an outdoor sink. You got your refrigerator and your temperature settings over here. And all the way up here is going to be the coldest, and all the way this way is off. So I'm going to set it around somewhere in that area there. You got storage at the top and at the bottom. If you guys ever want to go boondocking somewhere you don't have a city water connection, Just take your water hose at home, fill this up before you leave, and this is going to be your fresh tank. And you'll have about 35 gallons, 35 to 40 gallons, somewhere in that area. You got your black tank flush here. Whenever you hook your water hose to here, always make sure you got your black tank lever on the sewer outlet on the other side. Make sure that lever is always open. Reason being, if the tank's already got stuff inside of it, when you turn that water hose on, there's a very good chance that it can come out the commode, or it can come out on the roof through the vents. So we always want to make sure that valve's open before you turn the water on. And we got your furnace exhaust right here, and your water heater. You can see this switch right in here. This is going to be the electric switch for the electric side of the water heater. And then the gas operation switch is going to be inside. When you go to drain this thing for winterizing, always release your pressure first right here, and then pop your drain plug. If you guys want to put an outdoor TV, you got 110 power here, and then you just connect the cable here for it. And we'll go inside. Alright, so the main control board for the camper is going to be right here. You got your fresh tank, your battery meter, black tank 1, black tank 2, gray tank 1, and gray tank 2. The other two gray tanks are optional. Alright, this switch here is going to be slide out 1, which is going to be the bunkhouse slide. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but you should be able to hear some clicking on the video. Right there. When you hear that, that's just a clutch on the motor, just so it doesn't mess anything up. It's supposed to do that. And this will be the main slide. And as you can see, it's going out now. This bottom switch here is going to be for your owner. See it going out there. Alright. This switch here is for interior lights. This switch here is for exterior lights, I'm sorry. This switch is interior lights. This is your water pump. Whenever you fill that fresh tank up, this is how you pressurize the sinks in the shower and the commode and everything else. And this is the water heater switch for the gas side. When you flip it on, it's going to have a little red light up right here, which is a fault light. While this light's on, it's just letting you know that the water heater is not fired up yet on the gas side. As soon as the light goes off, that's letting you know that it's fired up doing what it's supposed to do. You walk right there, you can hear this. You actually hear the water heater there, and it's on the gas side. This switch right here is going to be for the refrigerator. All you do is flip it on. And this is the 12-volt refrigerator, so you don't have to worry about it running off of gas or anything. And it's got the big freezer in it. You got a range light here, range fan for when you're cooking. Fire the stove up. All you do is turn it to the little flame here and hit your striker. Turn it to the flame Hit your striker. And this switch right here, do it up, it's just going to be accent lights. In the middle's off, and down is accent lights plus the oven light. Just to fire the oven up, just turn this knob here to the little flame and push in on it. And you wait about 5 to 10 seconds or so, just so the gas works its way through the lines. And then you just hit your striker button. And it's lit now. And then you just turn to whatever heat setting you want, and it'll go there. Go to the bathroom. On your receptacles, if any receptacle throughout the camper is not working, it's because they're all tied into the GFI. Just make sure the GFI is not tripped out, and it's just got a button right in the center of it just to reset it if it is. And you got your shower. You got your sink here. And this switch here just turns the light on. Up top here, you got an exhaust fan. On your commode, halfway down on the pedal is going to be just water. And all the way down is going to be flush. That pretty much sums up the bathroom. So right here is going to be your thermostat and your heat controls. So it's on off right now. Over to the left one is going to be fan. Over all the way to the left is cool. Then you just adjust your thermostat there and the air conditioner will come on. Alright. Go back to off. Then all the way to the right is going to be furnace for the heat. Just bump the heat up and the furnace comes on now. When you turn the furnace on and you go to cut it off, when you cut it off, it's always going to run for an extra 2 or 3 minutes just so it cools off before it finally shuts down. This switch over here is for the fan only. If it's to the right, then the fan stays on high or low, and if it's all the way to the left, then it's on auto. Then it comes on as it needs to be. Into the bunkhouse back here. All of your lights in the bunkhouse have their own little button on them to turn them on. And it's over here. You got USB ports on the wall. And the bed lifts up, locks in like that, locks in like that, and you can travel with it up or down. And you got your bunk over here. Ladder just picks up, slides right down. And the 2 black vents in the wall are for the heat for the bunkhouse. So right down here at the bottom down here on the coming outside the bunkhouse is going to be your fuse box and your breaker box. Alright, you got your 110 breakers here and your fuse box here. Fuses here for the 12 volt side. If for any reason one of these fuses pop on you, there's going to be a little red light that lights up right over here beside whichever fuse pops. So you don't have to do all that guesswork pulling every fuse out. You just go straight to that one and replace that one, and you'll be back up and running. And everything is labeled which fuse controls what and which breaker controls what. The lights in the main slide have their own little button on them to turn them on and off. That one's on the side. This one's going to be on the bottom. And this one's going to be right in the center. If you guys want to pull the couch out and make a bed, just pick up on it and pull it out, and it just makes a bed. You get ready to put it back up, pick up, push in. So, here we go. Got your fireplace up here at front, and this is the remote for it. It's your on and off. The F is for the temperature. And it goes from 64 all the way to 82. Alright, this button here with the flame on it is going to be the color of the flames, like the dimness of the flames. The light right here is going to be the color of the flames. This one is going to be for low heat or high heat or off. And this bottom one is the timer, and it goes from 1 hour to 8 hours. And the fireplace will actually run you out of here by itself without the furnace at all. And you got your TV remote here, and it's coming on now.
2 feet beneath the surface lay a woman in a red satin cocktail dress.
And we got 43 channels off the regular antenna. Come on this way. Right down here, this little black box on the floor right here is going to be your LP gas leak detector and your carbon monoxide detector. Come on in the bedroom. So the bedroom, you got USB ports on both sides of the bed and 110 outlets as well. You got tons of storage up top here and in the side. And the bed actually lifts up as well, and you got a little bit of storage up under the bed. The vents in the floor, that's going to be where your furnace heat comes out of. And the vents in the ceiling right here is where the air conditioner comes out of. And that's going to conclude our walkthrough. If you guys, when you get this camper, if you guys have any questions, feel free to call us, and we'll be glad to help you any way we can. Hope y'all enjoy.